My dad is a murder detective. He just told me about the case that keeps him up at night. When my dad came home late from work, I could tell he was in a strange mood. He kept glancing at the window like he was expecting something to appear. I asked him if he was okay, and for the first time in as long as I can remember, he opened up. He poured himself a drink, sat down next to me and said, "You want to hear about the one case I'll never forget?" I wasn't sure what to say. I'd never heard him talk like that before. But I nodded, and that's when he told me. It started 8 years ago. A string of disappearances in a small town about an hour from here. Nothing unusual at first. People go missing all the time. But then bodies started showing up. Or rather parts of them. The first was a teenage girl, only 16, found in the woods by some hikers. What was left of her anyway? The body was mutilated. Whoever had done it wasn't just trying to kill her, they were trying to destroy her. My dad didn't go into details, but from the look on his face I could tell it was something you never unsee. The weird thing was, there were no signs of a struggle. No defensive wounds, no broken branches or scuffed dirt around the area where she was found. It was like she had just stood there and let it happen. Drugs? I asked. My dad shook his head. They ran every test you could imagine. Nothing in her system. No alcohol, no drugs. She was clean. It didn't take long before another body turned up, this time a man in his 30s. Same situation, mutilated beyond recognition, found in the middle of nowhere. No sign of a struggle. The media got hold of it, and soon everyone was talking about a serial killer on the loose. The town was in a state of panic. People stopped going out after dark. Parents were pulling their kids out of school, businesses were shutting down. But even with all that, the bodies kept coming. My dad was brought in to consult after the third victim was found. He said the scenes were unlike anything he'd ever seen in his 20 years on the force. It wasn't just the violence, though that was horrific enough. It was something else. Something about the way the bodies were arranged. It was almost ritualistic. Like the killer wasn't just murdering these people, but offering them up to something. For months, they had no leads. The killings were erratic. There was no pattern to the victims. Different ages, races, genders. No common threads. The only thing linking them was the brutality of the murders and the fact that none of the victims had fought back. Then one night, a witness came forward. She was a local woman, older, probably in her 70s. She lived alone on the edge of town, near the woods where the first body was found. She claimed she had seen someone lurking near her house a few nights before the first disappearance. At first, no one took her seriously. The case had already attracted all kinds of crazies making wild claims. But my dad listened to her. What she described sent chills down my spine. She said she saw a man, tall and thin, standing just at the tree line. He didn't move, didn't speak. He just stood there, watching her house for hours. She said she thought it was strange, but she figured it was just some drifter or a neighbor out for a walk. But when she went to bed that night, she had a dream. Or what she thought was a dream. She said the man was inside her house, standing at the foot of her bed. He didn't say anything, didn't move. He just stared. His eyes were wide, unblinking. Like he was studying her, waiting for something. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. And then she woke up, alone in her bed, the house still and quiet. But when she went downstairs the next morning, she found the front door unlocked, and on the floor, leading from the door to her bedroom, were wet footprints. At this point, I was gripping the armrest of the couch so hard my knuckles turned white. My dad took a deep breath and continued. They didn't have much to go on, but the woman's story was the first break in the case. My dad and his team set up surveillance around her house, hoping the man would come back. Weeks went by with nothing. No more bodies, no more sightings. Then one night, my dad got a call. The woman was dead. Her neighbor found her the next morning, lying in her bed, just like the others, mutilated, beyond recognition. But there was something different about her. On the wall above her bed, written in her own blood, was a single word. Mine. My dad was never the same after that. He told me they never caught the man responsible. The case went cold after the woman's murder and no more bodies turned up. But the thing that haunts him the most, the thing that keeps him awake at night, is the last thing the woman said to him before she died. "He's coming for you next."